Well, hello there. This is Uncle Jimmy signing on. I have no idea why I'm doing this. I just had half an hour to spare and I thought, what the fuck? Let's just do it. So, yeah, I'm going to be playing some music here and you won't be seeing my old noggin. That's a win-win, I think. Anyway, here's the first one. Clowny Clown Clown by Crispin Glover.
Walking on the ground, I didn't make a sound. Then I turned around and I saw a clown. Had a frown, stood on a mound, started barking like a hound. When I came to it, I found he showed me something that was brown. So we became great friends, and late in life, he got sick. I gave him some soup, but he got worse. It asked for its purse. It got it, but it was empty, so it cried aplenty. I wondered what to do. I didn't know what to think, so I got a drink. And then I showed it something that was round. Then it died, smiled, and fell on the ground. Back about those days with the clown, I get teary-eyed and really snide. I think that deep down, I hated that clown, but not as much as Mr. Farr. I'm gonna go smoke a cigar. Walking on the ground, I didn't make a sound, and then I turned around, I saw a clown. Clown. Clowny clown clown. I hate you, clown. Your ugly frown. Smiley lips. I think I'll clip you across the nose, clown. Want this cigar? Will get you real far. Like Mr. Farr. Get it? Mr. Farr? Clown. Clown. See what a cigar will do? Clown. Ugly clown.
Well, that wasn't that wonderful. I don't really know what I'm doing, my loves. I tried to fade that one out and it just was completely shambolic. Well, kind of not quite sure what to do today. That's why I'm on here. I have a day of frantic activity. Yesterday I was editing today's video. It took me about 5 hours to make that, did my loves. And always the next day after feverish activity of that nature, I kind of crash mentally. So there we are. Isn't that wonderful? Right. Okay, let's put another song on. There's no one watching, of course, or no one listening, but I'm doing this for my own pleasure, really. What should we have next? Oh, I know. A bit of... I don't even know if I'm allowed to do this, really, am I? I don't know. Who cares? Who fucking cares? Let's put a bit of Magic Man on. A bit of Heart.
Cold late nights so long ago when I was not so strong, you know. Good man came to me, never seen eyes so blue, you know. I could not run away, it seemed. We'd seen each other in a dream. Seemed man, mama. He's a magic man. Come on home, girl, he said with a smile. I cast my spell of love on you, a woman from a child. But try to understand, try to understand. Oh, try to understand. Try to understand. He's a magic man, oh yeah. He got magic hands. Come on home, girl, he said with a smile. You don't have to love me yet, let's get high a while. But try to understand, try to understand. Try to understand. He's a magic man, yeah. Oh.
Well, wasn't that wonderful? I do like listening to that. I do consider myself a magic man, being a wizard and all. I've noticed here that there's someone's just message saying they'd like a bit of Depeche Mode. Wonderful. And of course that's my brother, Mark the Blade. I will hit you up with some of that shortly, my love, my brother lover, my motherfucker lover. Right, yes, I'll pop that on in a moment, Mark. Just to let you know, I did a painting this week. It's pornographic. Yes, it was. I tried to do it as quickly as possible. It'd been knocking around my studio for a while. I'd drawn the assemblage of people. Let's put it that way. Yeah, let's not go into too much detail. I thought perhaps someone somewhere would like a pornographic image on their wall. But when I came to painting it, I thought, what the hell am I doing? But anyway, That's what I did, my loves. Anyway, let's put on a bit of Depeche Mode. Now, there's definitely a risk that this will get me knocked down, but it's my favourite Depeche Mode song, and I'm dedicating it to my brother Mark. Love you, my brother. Wasn't that wonderful? My goodness, such a wonderful song. I like to listen to that quite often. I go in and out of listening to Depeche Mode, but it's always a firm bet. You can come back to it at any time and it'll restore your faith in, well, music generally, really. Yeah, so, right, what's everyone up to? I see there's 4 people there today and got my brother in the mix as well. That's wonderful. I'm sorry, I just did this off the cuff. I don't really know what I'm doing, to be honest. Just feeling, well, I'm feeling okay, but just slightly below par, I suppose. And it's such a wonderful day out there. The sun is blazing, and the last thing I want to do is go out in it, my loves. Yes, I don't like walking around and seeing other human beings bimbling around. They can go fuck themselves. Anyway, let's pop another song on. I've got one ready for you, my loves. You'll like this one. This is Flash Bang Wallop by Tommy Steele.
All lined up in a wedding group, here we are for a photograph. We're all dressed up in the morning suit, all trying not to laugh. Since the early caveman in his fur took a trip to Gretna Green, there's always been a photographer to record the happy scene. Oh, dear flashbang, what a picture, click, what a picture, what a photograph. Poor old soul, blimey, what a joke, hat blown off in a cloud of smoke. Clap hands, stamp your feet, banging on the big bass drum. What a picture, tilly bum 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 bum. Stick it in your family album. The same thing happened long ago when man was in his prime. And what went on we only know from the snaps he took at the time. When Adam and Eve in their birthday suit decided to get wed, as Adam was about to taste the fruit, the man with the camera said, oh, you flashbang wall, what a picture, click, what a picture, what a photograph. Poor old Eve, there were nothing on, face all red and the fig leaf gone. Clap hands, stamp your feet, banging on the big bass drum. What a picture, until you bum 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 bum. Stick it in your family album. You read it in a folio or seen it in a Shakespeare play, how Juliet fell for Romeo in the merry month of May. And as he climbed the orchard wall to reach his lady fair, as he tumbled she began to bawl as he travelled through the air. Hold it, flashbang, what a picture, click, what a picture, what a photograph. Poor young chap, what a night he spent, tights all torn and his rapier bent. Clap hands, stamp your feet, banging on the big bass drum. What a picture, until you bum 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 bum. See it in your family album. Hold it, flashbang, what a picture, click, what a picture, what a photograph. Poor young chap, what a night he spent, tights all torn and his rapier bent. Clap hands, stamp your feet, banging on the big bass drum. What a picture, until you bum 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 bum. Stick it in your family album. Stick it in your family, stick it in your family, stick it in your family album.
Well, wasn't that wonderful? If that won't get you up and moving, I don't know anything that will. Well, yes, it's worth checking out the video to that as well. Really, really wonderful stuff. Now, I was talking earlier about painting I've recently finished, although I am going to do a little bit more later, but got an electrician coming around soon because the heater they installed the other day isn't working. Fucking shambles. So I need to hide the pornographic painting until they've gone because they might want to buy it. Well, who knows? I don't think anyone would want this on their wall, but it's an experiment, my loves. Yes, an experiment. The next thing I plan to do is paint a fucking giant cock. Anyway, let's get another song on. Now, this is an absolutely cracking song by Phil Collins. Don't lose my number.
There came a night, leaving fear behind. Shadows around the
Okay, there we go. That was Phil Collins with Don't Lose My Number from the No Jacket Required album, I believe. That was the one Patrick Bateman used to listen to prior to murdering someone with a fucking axe. It's such a wonderful album. Now, my brother Mark has been blasting this from the communal speakers of his local gym. I can only hope there's no one else left in the room, because it's not your average radio station. There's no filter here. I will say pretty much anything that crosses my mind. In fact, I'm thinking of my brother now getting all sweaty on the whatever he's using. I'm thinking he's on some kind of spin-related equipment, his legs pounding up and down, and I'm thinking of all the lovely sweat dripping off of him, and I'm thinking also that I want to paint his penis. Anyway, Mark, that could be a present for Claire. I think she would probably like that. Anyway, let's pop another little song on. Now, this is quite an emotional song. It's really powerful, in fact. This is R.E.M. with Half a World Away.
This could be the saddest dust I've ever seen. Turn to a miracle. I lied. My mind is racing, as it always will. My hands tired, my heart aches. I'm half a world away. Here, my head sworn to go it alone and hold it alone, hold alone, hold it, go it alone, hold it alone, lonely, deep, sit hollow, half a world away. My shoes are gone, life spent. Had too much to drink. I didn't think of you. I guess that's all I needed, to go it alone and hold it alone, hold along and hold it. Blackbirds backwards, forwards and fall. This lonely world is wasted. Pathetic eyes highlight the blinding tides turn to sea. The storm, it came up strong, it shook the trees and blew away our fear. We couldn't be here to go it alone and hold it alone, hold along and hold it, go it alone and hold it alone, go it alone and hold it alone, hold along and hold it. Blackbirds backwards, forwards and fall. This could be the saddest dust I've ever seen. Turn to a miracle. I lied. My mind is racing, as it always will. My hands tired, my heart aches. I'm half a world away. Go.
What a beautiful song. Excellent use of the harpsichord, an underused instrument in my opinion in modern music. Very, very emotional, let's put it that way. It actually made me cry once, but then I'll cry at pretty much anything. Watching one of my favourite films, Back to the Future, I cried watching that once, and it wasn't actually an emotional scene. It was the very end when the doc says where we're going, we don't need roads, and then when it blasts off and goes into the future and the music starts playing, I thought it was such a perfect moment that I started crying. I was also completely off my tits on cider, which probably didn't help, but there we are. I'm an emotional guy. Now, the next song I'm going to play is called Wet Dream by Wet Leg. Have any of you had a wet dream recently, my loves? Now, I don't think, now this is, I've never had a wet dream, just saying, but I've definitely had sexual dreams in the past. The most vivid is the one where my brother, not Mark the Blade, but my other brother, Kirk, was, let's put it this way, he was having sexual congress with me, and I was a bicycle. Very strange. I don't know what the meaning is behind that. I think I've probably got some problems. Anyway, here we are with Wet Leg and Wet Dream. Well, there we are. I wasn't really following the lyrics there. I don't know whether they discussed much about wet dreams, but if it can inspire a song like that, I think we're all winning, aren't we, my loves? Oh, hello there. We have another request. Light Asylum, Dark Allies. Right, I will try and find that for you. This may interrupt my flow slightly because I'm quite inexperienced doing this, as you might have already guessed. Right, so Light Asylum, Dark Allies. Right, here we go. Dark Allies. Oh, I've got it here. It's all ready to go, my loves. Right. This may have to be the last song I play because the electrician will be here any moment and I have to hide all manner of things that are in the room, not least of which is a pornographic painting which is slowly coming to life in all its vivid glory. But yeah, I'll probably say goodbye here and leave you with this wonderful song. Hopefully it's pleasant. Dark Allies by Light Asylum. It could go either way, couldn't it, my loves? We've got the dark and the light. Let's hope it's a bit of darkness, my loves. I need a bit of that in my life. Anyway, until next time, Pop-Up Jimmy is popping the fuck off. Cheerio.
You're all alone in this world.
Now that Was an incredible song. Thank you very much, Orion Media Vault. I'm sorry, I've had to cut that loose. Cut that loose, cut that short. Just because I haven't got that much time left, and there's been another suggestion for another song, so I'll be doing that. Oh, hello there. Yes, Sephiros. I will. I'll tell you what. So 2 more songs. I'm going to do a Joy Division. If you don't mind, I'm going to do my favourite one. It'll be a surprise for you. And then we're going to play one of Sephiros' songs just to end it for today, my loves. That would be wonderful, wouldn't it? Right, okay. Let's begin, though, with what is actually my favourite Joy Division song, She's Lost Control. Now, if you can catch the live performance that was broadcast at the time on Top of the Pops, the British popular music show that aired every week on a Thursday night, do check that out because it's superior, I think, to the studio version. But anyway, here we go. She's Lost Control. From 2007, the remastered version, my loves.
It says it all, she's lost control, and she's clinging to the nearest passerby. She's lost control, and she gave away the secrets of her past and said, I've lost control again. And of the voice that told her when and where to act, she said, I've lost control again. She said, I've lost control again. And she screamed out, kicking on his side, and said, I've lost control again. And seized upon the floor, I thought she died. She said, I've lost control. She's lost control again. She's lost control. She's lost control again. She's lost control.
Wasn't that wonderful? But yeah, do check out one of the live performances of that song. It's wonderful, but it's even better when they just go all in, if you know what I mean. Thank you very much, Will. Thanks for liking my video today. Thank you very much indeed. Oh, it's 7:30 where you are. You've only been up an hour. Good Lord, what a terrible thing to have to listen to an hour after waking up. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Oh, Goatman, it's 9:24 down in the Antipodean Kingdom. It's not a kingdom, of course, but there we are. Goatman is down in Australia. Wonderful. Now, I'm going to end now with one last song by Sephiros. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name correctly here. And I'm going to pick one of your songs at random here. I was trying to find the one I liked that I was commenting on the other day, but I can't find the devil now. So I'm going to be playing one that's called 1985. And I've done that because that references the year, of course, that my penis was 5 years old. Anyway, let's check out Sephiros's work, and I will pop in one last time just to say goodbye. But anyway, thank you all for popping in, and cheerio, and I'll say cheerio again. Oi! Sephiros, that was incredible. Absolutely loved that. Interesting as well that you say it's about a man falling asleep. Yeah, my mind was going all over the place. There's even a suggestion of perhaps Terminator in there somewhere. That's where my mind was going. But talented guy, this Sephiros. Okay, yeah, cheers, Will. Thanks for that. And also your suggestion about Manhunter. I've never seen that film, but I love synth stuff. I just love that pared down, the soundtrack for The Thing, John Carpenter's The Thing. That's really good. It's not much, is it? But it's just enough. But Sephiros, if you ever want to pop on, we can have a chat, man, and we can push your music to the masses, because you know I've got an amazingly massive following. But yeah, if you want to do that, do let me know, because your stuff is excellent, absolutely excellent. Right, so before I go, I've got to go now, but one last question. If I ever do this again, what kind of time's best for you to pop in if you want to pop in? I mean, is it around now and a particular day? If you all just hammer in what you want, and I'll check it out, and I'll pick a time when there's people around. And thank you all for coming, because you've lifted my spirits. I was down in the dumps. My mood goes up and down. It's terrible. Okay, mate. Yeah, just don't worry. There's no pressure involved. But yeah, I think, yeah, you're doing some good stuff there. I don't know if you're still doing it. I hope that you are. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, do let me know, and I'll be back again and pop up somewhere. But yeah, we'll leave it there, my loves. Yes, I'm not gonna try to accommodate you, Goat Man. I know it's all over the place with you in an opposite way, but I do like your presence whenever you appear. So we'll try and do a happy medium that everyone can enjoy, I suppose. Anyway, yeah, let's sign off. So Uncle Jimmy is signing off now.